And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Is there anyone out there who isn't following me on Instagram at this point? Come on now, I say it all the time. But you can tweet me as well. You're probably not following me on Twitter. Dan Who Reviews. Tweet me, don't be shy. I always give a retweet and reply and all that good stuff. Hello, how you doing? It's Thursday, episode 69. Stop it. Let's talk some toys, shall we? But of course I can't do it on my own. Of course I have the specialist of all guests, as the super producer would say. It is of course Brandon, aka Hero.Collections. How are you doing, my friend? Hang on.
Yo.
I've got I got a soundboard on this end, but you can't hear it, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it all stream.
I'm blank right now with no idea.
Oh shit!
But yes, Thursday, brother. It is that time of the week. I was about to say that time of the year because it is that time.
Mate, it is that time of the year.
That time of the week. It is. We're finally weird. I saw this meme the other day. I was going to try and pull it up, but I don't know where I put my phone. It was. Is it
like, Cap and is it the two caps running?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Trying to get over 2022.
Yeah.
On your left.
And Sam is like still processing 2020, and then Steve is 2022 coming up on the left.
It is crazy, isn't it? Fun. It literally is. We're nearly in 2022, and 2020 seems like yesterday. It's really weird.
Really
and talking about times, to be full transparent, anyone who was quick on the YouTube probably noticed today I was going to celebrate the channel's 5th birthday, because if anyone pays attention, then on I think the 6th of December is my channel's birthday, and this year would mark 5 years on YouTube, which is insane when you think about it in those numbers. Half a decade. To be honest, it seems longer. It seems like I've been part of this longer. Maybe because I've just always
been doing it since I was 12.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But
that's a joke for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah, Brandon isn't 17. He's old enough to drink. Maybe that isn't why he drinks. Maybe that's why you don't drink on the stream. Now
yeah, there you go. That makes sense. There you go.
I'm drinking Copperberg. I have to. I'm still waiting for that sponsorship, Copperberg. And you got time, because next week we are going to celebrate the channel's 5th birthday. As I said, it's been a busy week. I haven't really had time to plan much. So next week I'm going to try and make a bigger deal of it. Because as I said, it's a big deal. To be consistent on YouTube isn't easy, because people come and go and fall off when they realise the slog that you have to do to try and keep up any type of appearances. But you know me, I love talking toys. I can't help it. So I'm still here. Not going anywhere either, to be honest. But it's always good to celebrate. Focus on the positive, as I like to do on this channel. I refuse to be one of those grumpy old men. I keep telling you this, but I'm not gonna give in. If I don't like it, I'm not going to really talk about it. I don't want to give things my attention that I don't like. It's all good if it's in a conversation, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to clickbait you with some nonsense. All good vibes here. Next week, we will celebrate the 5th birthday of the channel. But thank you to everyone who has been watching every single week, because as I said, episode 69. Good times. Good times. So let's say hello to the chat. We'll do some housekeeping. And just to let everyone know, today's very casual. Like, as I said, I've got a Copperberg. It's a busy week. Thursday evening. Let's just talk toys. I've got a pile of new toys we can talk about. Brandon's got some new toys to talk about. I'm assuming you guys have got some new toys to talk about. So no main topic today, just general toy talk. We're going to talk about some of the new toys we picked up, and then we'll throw it over to you. You guys can be the super producer today. You and Rich can all be super producers just for one day only. I don't know how happy Rich will be about that, but just for one day only, you can all be the super producers, and you direct the conversation. Literally, we're going to jump to the chat. Obviously, the super chats, the donations, all that good stuff, and you lead the conversation, and we'll talk about whatever you want. I've got the web right next to me. Do you know that World Wide Web, that internet thing that all the kids use? I've got that on this computer, so we can talk about something. I can pull it up. We can discuss, show some new toys. Good times, all right? So let's say I'll do the housekeeping, and then we'll say hello, people. All right. So Brandon, you get the chat up, get ready to go, and I'll go through the housekeeping. But first, Brandon, we always start housekeeping this way. It is, of course, Hero.Collections. What's on the Instagram right now?
At the moment, we have quite a bit. There's some Spider-Man. There's a lot of Spider-Man. There's some Black Panther, Star Wars, T'Challa, that kind of thing. I got a special pose coming today or tomorrow, depending on how quickly I shoot it. It is Mrs. Hero's birthday today. She turns 24 today. So shout out to Mrs. Hero.
Indeed, happy birthday.
The next post is going to feature something along the lines of her, so look forward to that. And then some Star Wars stuff. I'm back into Star Wars after a long track of Marvel, so stay tuned.
I think a lot of people are going to be jumping back into Star Wars as we move into December now. You're not with the Boba Fett and all that coming back out. Okay. You want to support the stream, want to get involved in today's conversation, you want to help direct today's conversation, then Super Chat is the best way to do it. Not only does it get our attention, but it also supports the channel, the content here on the stream. And as I said, we've been streaming over a year. I've been on YouTube only over 5 years. Crazy times. £4, $4. Friday will read it out. If you've been following the streams for any amount of time, you know how this works, and it's always appreciated, especially the channel membership buttons. I want to end the year with like a new number of channel members. I've got some really good loyal people that have been day ones. But as I said, always welcome the new people to get on board with Legends and Liquor, the spin-off show created just for channel members, as always. So don't be shy. If you've never done it before, hit that join button for a month and see what it's all about. A few exclusive videos, but it's all about supporting the channel. I appreciate you. You get these special emojis, of course. And then, as I've said, spin-offs, people. You know what? I love a good spin-off, Brandon. So the first one is, of course, Legends and Liquor, where every other Sunday, once every fortnight, me and my channel members talk some toys, and the views on Legends and Liquor are just as big as the Thursday night streams now. That's how good Legends and Liquor has got. So Legends and Liquor, become a channel member and you can be part of the stream. And then the spin-off after that was Turtles and Tea. That's right, I needed an excuse to talk more Turtles. We're going to be talking some Turtles today because I've got some new stuff. But yeah, Turtles and Tea once a month, just once a month within a minute. Me and the Super Turk 5000, Tanner, of course, talking Turtles just one Tuesday a month, which is sporadic, but it's a brand new show. We're just sort of starting out. But yeah, an excuse for us to drink some tea and talk Turtles. What's wrong with that? Nothing, that's what's wrong. So as always, use the channel membership, hit the buttons, get involved, buy yourself a t-shirt, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's talk some toys. So Brandon, let's say hello to the chat. I will bring the chat up on screen. There we go. And who's around?
So kicking us off, we have Tac Toys with Film says, congrats for 5 years of YouTube, Dan. Mini Plastic Multiverse says 5 years. Awesome stuff, Dan. Big congratulations and long may it continue.
I hope so.
We got Stridon is here. Damien is here, says, Tac Toys with Film just sent a link to Bam Toy Co., who are making real Ghostbusters ghosts on Instagram. So that sounds cool. Dan Hayden is here. Dan sent me the funniest video the other day. Remind me, Dan, and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I was cracking up. Jamie says, congratulations on the 5 years, Dan. Jay's Toy Collection UK is here. Joe Wesley, Batforce Gump, Tanner, Tac Toys with Film, the Wolfpack Tour Review. If you have not already, go and check out the Wolfpack's 1 year anniversary stream from this weekend just gone. They went for 11
hours. Oh my god.
Let me just say that again. 11 hours.
My computer would have exploded. Like, there's no way my computer would have lasted 11 hours. It wouldn't have happened. Bravo,
incredible.
Miguel. Bravo.
Bon Williams is here. Bon Williams. To Catch a Legend is here. Screw Toys. David Evan Smith says, "Pow, hello from New York." Hello.
Hello, New York.
Mike D says, pre-orders open for regular Bat and from G.I. Joe. Cloud Foxwell says, hello all. Meetings all day, Dan, but I'll pop in and out.
We appreciate you.
Fortress Maximus says, happy Thursday, my fellow hooligans. Hooligans! Damn, how come we never thought of that? That's brilliant. He said, I'm not English, so I hope that's not offensive.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Gahubri J is here, says, evening, everyone. Hope we've all been having a good week so far. And I just want to make a point, actually, with this. When Gahubri J first started tuning into the streams, neither of us could properly pronounce his name.
No.
But he is so embedded into the Dan Who stream family now that we can just say his name.
Gahubri J.
Rolls off the phone.
Yeah, a.k.a. Matt. I still call him Matt on occasion,
exactly.
But it's Gahubri J.
That is a lot easier, though.
You'd think his name was Jay, but it's not. It's Matt. It's very confusing.
Exactly. And then Ewan is here. I Emmanuel 96. Cowboy Collector is here. Howdy, everyone. Cheeky Monkey Kiara. Nathan is here. Says, happy Thursday. Finally got my Legends Miles. Shout out to the best Marvel Legend of the year.
Nice.
That may or may not be my third one. Don't tell Mrs. Hero. Home Dude is here. JV Man. KSM Kyle. Sir Laser Trousers.
Sir Laser. Royalties back in the building.
Rich M says, did Brandon steal Star-Lord T'Challa's jacket? So funnily enough, over the weekend, I went through my whole wardrobe because my mum tells me I need new clothes. Mrs. Hero tells me I need new clothes. Dan, I don't need new clothes. No. Tell me what I need new things.
New toys. You need new toys.
Exactly. So I had to go through my whole wardrobe to prove a point because I basically wear the same 7 t-shirts each week, 1 t-shirt a day, obviously. So I went through my whole wardrobe and dug out like all these sweaters. I put like 3 loads of laundry on and all these t-shirts and long sleeve tops and shirts and everything else, so that basically I wear something different every single day. And so far I've had a compliment from like all the women in my life, whether that's my mum, my boss.
Just because you're wearing something different.
Just because I'm wearing something different. So I'm happy that the super producer noticed as well. Let's see who else we got. Everybody is here this week. Callan Clark is here, says hello everyone. Checking in as the Celtic match is on right now. Enjoy. Dark Joker's in is here, says ahoy hoy. Hey, the Stealth Captain Carter is at the it's not Brandywine, it's the other one, Target in Wilmington. As Dante is from Wilmington, Delaware. Omar V is here. Cowboy Collector, I think I said. Rectangular is here. Said something not so nice that is slightly offensive in English. Identity Complex Collectibles is here. Oh, thank you to Rectangular though for the heads up. Disney, Shop Disney in the US had those Toy Box Hall of Armors on sale. So nice. I saved $60 on my order. And if anybody knows what the coupon deal was, then you can figure out how much I did spend, but let's just not say it while we're live. Greg is here. Did I miss anybody? Air Extreme, Angel Seeker, McButter Golem, Justin Cat, Arvin Shah, Fat Force Grump, Joe Wesley.
Well, we appreciate everyone, and don't worry, we're going to be paying a lot of attention to the chat today because, as I said, the chat is going to direct the conversation as we talk some new toys. So let me just go through some of these the super chat tokens that people used a second ago. So I just want to replay them real quick. So the first one was from Air Extreme. He used his channel membership token to say, "Congrats on 5 years, bro." Thank you very much, Air Extreme. Thank you very much. And then Dark Joker's in, aka Dante, the host of the Infinity Equation podcast. Infinity Equation is back this week, people. Back after a short hiatus so Alex can have a baby and all that. He didn't have the baby himself. His girlfriend had the baby. You know how babies work. Anyway, they're back this week. And Dante says, I'll throw it back up. There you go. He says, "Congrats on 5 years. Here's 5 more, no less than 10 more years, my friend. And when is Brandon visiting the States? Brandon, when are you visiting the States?"
Very soon. I will be stateside, all being well, if Omicron doesn't kill us first, on the 23rd of December. But I will be in Florida, not in Wilmington.
So there you go, people. Anyone who's in Florida, Brandon's going to be there this month. So if someone this month, you're going to Florida this month. So if anyone wants to go and do some toy hunting with Brandon and encourage him to spend his money on toys and not new clothes, then hit up his DMs and see where he's going to be. Secret locations in Florida. You going to Disneyland?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I will probably go for sure.
Yeah, you got to. You're in Florida. You got to go to Disneyland.
Disney or Universal? We'll see. I'm on that Harry Potter hype at the moment, aren't I?
Thanks to Phil Jones with his channel membership token. He just uses his token to show us the Thanos copter, which I appreciate, Phil, because that's one of my favourite emojis on the channel, is the Thanos copter. If you are a channel member right now in the chat, can I get a Thanos copter? Can I just get a couple of Thanos copters? They make me very happy. The dual Thanos copter emoji, that all started on a live stream when we were talking about HasLabs. And I tell you what, the Thanos copter would get more backers than the Rancor, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Let's keep it toy talk friendly and talk some new toys. So, have you got anything that you want to show off? Because I've got a pile.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just today got this bad boy in. So nice. This is Clone Captain Rex. A couple of things. it's on the old body, which has pins, so it's a bit naff. It's on the old body, which has the old articulation, which is a bit naff. However, it's got a new helmet, which is pretty cool. New paint, new helmet. So that's hold on. There we go, which is pretty good. And the Goods kind of cloak isn't so bad either. It doesn't feel as to be fair, it does feel a bit premium, but it looks premium, which is the main thing. So I was thinking that I was going to strip this guy for parts and put it onto my custom Rex, but the more I've been playing with it today, I think I'll leave it as is just for the fun of it. Yeah.
So is that an older version of Rex, I assume, than the initial one that's meant to be getting a re-release? Like
no, so
in story.
No, so this is the latest version of Rex in story. Well, yeah, this is. So the reissue is in the Clone Wars. This one is after the Clone Wars has ended. Because that's why he's got the cloak, because he's kind of in hiding.
So it's an older version of Rex, essentially. If it's in the latest, yeah,
older as in age,
yes, not figure-wise, as in character.
No, that's that's what
yeah. I was asking you when I was asking you about that re-release because I was going to get some of those. What are they? The 401? The 401? I get that right?
501.
Close. I was 100 off. Digit off. That sounds better. So I wanted him to go along with a couple. But there's no reissue anywhere in the UK yet. Interesting.
I'm not sure what's happened with that because
it's on the old box as well. Would they really reissue it on the old box now that they've changed the packaging?
Yeah, that's what, because this one's on the new packaging for the Bad Batch, but that reissue is meant to be getting is meant to still be the same, just on the old box. But I'm not sure what's happened with that because I was also told earlier on in the year that by a retailer that there were going to be reissues of that original Clone Wars wave. So the Ahsoka, the 332nd Trooper, and
the Walmart exclusive one. Yeah.
The Walmart exclusive ones. And that was supposed to happen. The pre-order and stuff was supposed to be the summer, and it was going to release anytime around now. You know when they do like those factory reruns like a year later? That's what it was meant to be. But we're in December and nothing. So I'm not too sure what's happened with that. But but this guy is still worth picking up. I think definitely to our US friends because once it's gone, and you know what Walmart are like.
He's a popular character, isn't he? He's a popular clone, that Rex.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jimmy Boy,
I think a lot of people might have missed out the first time around.
Jimmy Boy in the chat says, question for Dan in big capital letters, which I like that. Get my attention and I'll read it. He says, if Legends never existed, what would your back wall shelf display be? It would be everything else. It would be Power Rangers, Turtles, like miscellaneous, wrestling, Pokemon, DC, Transformers, Aliens. Like it'd be everything else I collect. Just behind me, I guess. That's the main display. But Legends gets the main display. This wrapping snowman would be on the display, but he won't fit. Can you hear him?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get. Oh no! Stop! Shut up. Cool. No strikes. I don't want Vanilla Ice suing me. My missus made me put the tree up yesterday. Is your decorations up? Christmas decorations up?
So usually we would do it the last weekend of whichever weekend is closest to December is the weekend we usually do it. So it would have been this weekend just gone. But because my dad is already in the States and because Mum and I are going in literally 3 weeks today, we're like, do we bother putting the tree up? You know, because then we got to come home and bring it back down again.
You won't even be here for it. Yeah. True.
No, exactly. But we do like a snow scene, like on the side, and it's got like an ice rink and like a Santa's workshop, and then like a little village and.
How big's your house? Bloody hell!
No.
Just imagine you skating around your living room now. Bloody hell!
No. It's like
diorama.
Yeah. And it's even smaller than like 3/4 scale. Like they're literally like this big. These little people and stuff. I'll send you. I'll probably put a picture up of it on Instagram once we do it. But Mum and I said earlier that we will probably do that this year instead. Like we'll still put that.
Thank you very much. Tat with the super chat. Sorry to interrupt, Brandon. Let Friday read that out. Thank you.
£4.49. Thanos Copter HasLab must come with a Thanos Copter Keeper or it's game over.
Thank you very much, Mark Tat Tat, for the super chat. Much appreciated. He says, Thanos Copter HasLab must come with the Thanos Copter Keeper or it's game over. We will know what he's referring to, and we will talk about that. Obviously, how can we not? Because it is definitely a topic worthy of conversation all the same. So we will get into the Rancor just a little bit later on. Rectangular also says, do not forget about The Simpsons. And he's not wrong, because if you look at the very tippy top...
Oh, that's very true.
The Simpsons are already there. Actually, I've got a camera right now. I've got a wide camera. Hang on, wait one sec. I can actually go big. Yeah, there you go. There's my big camera. So there's... As I said, you know the score. Legends. It's all legends because there's too many legends. I've got more legends that won't even fit on those. And there's holes because I keep taking them off for review. And then Simpsons. Simpsons are at the top for the time being. Same as Sauron because he's massive. And the original Falcon. The original Vulture. Am I going to buy that reissue? Probably going to buy that reissue as well. And I'll display one without the wings with the Michael Keaton head that I got custom made, and then I'll display the other with the wings. That's my plan. But yes, that's you're right. Simpsons, and yes, I have gone in on those Super 7 Simpsons as well as that Turtle thing. So let me talk about Turtles for a sec, Brandon. Let me skip.
Yes, go for it.
So this was once told to me on Legends and Liquor by our good friend Tom at Mini Plastic Multiverse as one of the worst action figures he ever brought. You'd think that would put me off. It didn't. So I had to. After I went in on the Turtle van, after I committed to that Super 7 Turtle wagon, the party wagon, I knew I needed, as I said, April O'Neil at least, to drive the van with the Turtles. So here she is, the Super 7 April O'Neil. And like, first impressions, she does look a little bit shiny like a porcelain doll. There's no hiding from it. But it still gives me the vibes of the toy, Playmates toy from when I was younger. The bright yellow jumpsuit, April O'Neil head sculpt looks pretty good. She's holding one of those compacts which has Donatello like on the communicator from the cartoon. Little press badge. I actually quite like this, to be fair. Obviously, I'm not buying these, Brandon, for super articulation, poses, and ACBA. I'm buying these for the nostalgia attachment and display. So I think for those purposes, it's going to fit its purpose of being April O'Neil on a Turtles display that's Playmates inspired. So there you go. There is a Super 7.
And if you ask me, then that is the definitive version of April. You know, there's no other figure like it. You know, I think Tom was just having an off day when he mentioned that. You know, I think that looks exactly like she did in the movie. You know, from 1980 something. It's just brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone believes you. Right, other Turtle stuff before I move on from Turtles. I got the 2-pack with two of Brandon's favourite characters. Brandon can tell me about Mutagen Man in a second. But your most favouriteest of characters is this guy here. Do you remember his name?
That is Ace Duck.
There you go. You found it. I was like trying to hint it to you. Yeah, there you go. Ace Duck. We do like ducks here on the Dan Who channel. Not going to lie.
I was going through every like duck character that I could think of. I was like Daffy Duck or any duck I could think of.
Okay, and you know what? I've got a couple of ducks around here on the display. I didn't realise it, but I am secretly a bit of a duck fan. Look, here you go. Can you name these ducks?
Oh yeah. That was the other. Donald Duck. Donald Duck.
There you go. That's my Donald Duck impression.
Was that you?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
There you go.
Really good. Look at you go.
There you go. That was for free, everyone. Yeah, but there you go. Mutagen Man and Ace Duck. There you go. So I'm all in on the cartoon stuff. How can I not be? Dabbling in Super 7, but all in on the cartoon stuff. Because as a kid, I was annoyed that the toys didn't look like the cartoon. Now I can get the toys that look like the cartoons. That makes sense. But I'm still nostalgic for the toy look. So that's why I'm still going on Super 7. I can justify both, all right? All right? Don't tell me I can't. Okay, that's some Turtle stuff. What about you? What else you got?
It's a great question. I'm trying to think what else did come in this week. Oh, the rest of my No Way Home wave came in. I say almost the rest of. So we got Morlin is here. The black and gold suit is here.
Nice. That looks great in the film, by the way. I don't think the toy is 100% accurate to what we're going to see on screen, but that scene in the trailer, that suit looks nice.
Yeah, and then this is going to be my Minty Miles.
Yep.
My Minty Miles. So his case is upstairs somewhere. I've got this Doctor Strange.
Nice.
And so that's the second Doctor Strange because I couldn't wait when the other one went up on Pulse. I just ordered it like a month ago. And I was trying to find the armadillo head earlier because I can't remember where I put it. But that one there I was intending to give as a gift. So I don't know if I can give it as a gift.
Do you know what? I appreciate it, but I will take it without the head. It's absolutely fine. So gracious of you. Thank you so much.
Don't ruin Secret Santa.
Okay, my bad.
And then I did get my second streak in as well, but the first one I've already changed into Monica Rambeau. She's up there.
Nice.
And the second one that came in today, I have already painted her black because she's going to be Black Widow.
So you're not even going to have you've got 2 shrieks and you're not even got 1 shriek on display.
I got 3 shrieks.
Okay.
So 2 I've already got. The other one I picked up on Amazon US. It's at my brother's house, and it was like £14. It was like I think I got Shriek and the new Mr. Fantastic for £28 on Amazon US on their Black Friday.
Very
thing.
nice.
So that one will be my actual Shriek, but I was too impatient. So these 2 are going to.
And that's a completely pinless, double jointed, elbowed female.
Yes.
The best Marvel Legends female body, right? Would say that?
Basically, yeah. Double knees, double elbows, pinless. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, hopefully I haven't got hold of that wave yet,
but
very soon. Working my way through the What If wave at the minute. I've reviewed them all. I've filmed them all. They're all ready to go. They're just tuttering out on the channel while I play catch up with some other legends. So open What If. You'll hear all my thoughts about them very soon. But yeah, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four will be next, I think. And again, always an opportunity when I can to plug iComic Industries people helping me out with reviews on the channel these days with some toys. And of course, it has to be Marvel Legends. So we've got the What If wave on there right now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the week I'm going to have some Fantastic Four figures as well to go along with some of the exclusives as well. So all the links are in the description, people, and these do international shipping, so as long as you're willing to pay that little bit extra to be stress free, you can get those Walgreens exclusives on iComic Industries. All right, and I wouldn't send you to the wrong place now. You can trust your good friend Dan. All right, iComic Industries, links in the description, and What If on the channel right now, and Fantastic Four very, very soon, as well as everything else that's going to hit on DDay, aka the 16th of December, which a lot of people thought I was being negative about that day last week, Brandon, but I was just using it to incite conversation. I'm never going to complain about getting toys early. That was never my complaint. All I was saying is it would be good to have some heads up so I can sort out the finance. That's all it is. Do you know, I got to move some things around. That's all it is. So, yeah, there you go. D-Day's coming. Okay, you showed off.
So just on that note of D-Day.
Yeah.
What are so we were talking about this earlier on in the week. Do you have a final idea of what will probably be arriving for you on D-Day?
Yeah, probably all the legends. I don't think I'm going to cancel anything, to be honest. I think I'm just going to have to hold horses on 2 Spider-Man waves for now.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe put one on bit of PayPal credit or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But just think, all of these legends I want. And, like, I think just some Turtle stuff and some NECA stuff is coming in. Like, that NECA set I did not expect to get this week. So there's 50 quid gone on that. And all annoyingly as well, the aliens, the NECA aliens from the cartoon as well came out, and I pre-ordered 2 of them on the NECA store, so I've paid for them already, and it's just annoying that they're actually in stock in the UK, and I've now got to wait for NECA to send me theirs from their warehouse, and I'm still waiting for the other 2 packs as well from NECA. So I'm starting to think I should stop ordering from NECA direct and just trust in our independent retailers. So, and like I ordered, do you know the boys, Starlight and Homelander? They're due next week, finally. Do you know, like, so
where?
From NECA. So I've seen it on Nerds Toys, I think, but if they're getting them from the warehouse and everyone else is getting them as well. The same with the Turtles. When they were announced, everyone got them. So
I meant, where did you order them from?
I think I've got one from Comic and Cocktails, I think.
Yeah.
So But again, that's just a random example of a few things that are tittering in that I didn't expect. So like, I'm like, oh, okay, there's an extra 50 quid, or there's an extra 60 quid. But you start adding that up and it's like, I may not be able to get this Marvel Legends wave just yet. So we shall see. Yeah. But go on.
Because I think I was tempted by the NECA Starlight, but that my miscellaneous shelf has become my miscellaneous box. They're all like Ziploc bagged and bubble wrapped now because the only thing that still has real estate on my shelves that isn't Hasbro is my Pokemon.
No, yeah, your Pokemon shelf is impressive as well. Some of those figures go for a pretty penny as well. Hang on, you've gone quiet, can't hear. But that's good because I think Cameron's doing a super chat for us, which I appreciate. So yeah, I can't hear you for a sec, Brandon. But it's fine. It's fine. I can still see you. You're still there. Just so your posh earphones. I'm just looking at the chat. Joe says, "Are we getting a PO box?" Joe, I would never. We can hear you. I was just answering some questions in the chat. Joe was asking if we'd ever get a PO box. Now I don't think I'm big enough to ever get a PO box because I don't think anyone would actually want to send me anything. But if you have anything you want us to open on stream or something, let me know. Cameron Wright with a super chat. Let Friday read that out. Thank you very much, Cameron.
Cameron Wright donated $4.99. Did either one of you grab the Mafex Psylocke when it was up on Hobby Search? Just finished my Jim Lee display with her and she is fantastic.
Thank you very much,
Raising
Cameron.
hands, light skin tone.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Yeah, he says, did either one of you grab the Mafex Psylocke when it was up on Hobby Search? Just finished my Jim Lee display with her. She's fantastic. So I pre-ordered mine on Nippon-San, like when it first got revealed last year at some point. So mine's been on pre-order for a long time. Paid for it a few months ago, I think, when Nippon-San sent out that email. But then there was delays. So that's already paid for. That's something that should be shipping soon from Nippon-San, but I've had no shipping notification yet. I stuck with Nippon-San because my Gambit came, no issues, no import charges, no delays. So I had no issues giving them the benefit of the doubt. So we shall see. It was meant to ship or meant to be on stock on the 30th of November. It's only the 2nd of December now. So yeah, I'll give them the end of the week before I send an email. But yes, mine has been paid for. Psylocke is on the way. And you're not going all in on the Mafex X-Men stuff, right?
No, so I skipped that. I skipped that Psylocke. I skipped Gambit. Psylocke, I wasn't. Gambit has been tough. I've had to really wait for it to sell out in places, before I could watch any reviews or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just because otherwise I would have bought it. I know I would have. But Psylocke. Yeah, Psylocke I haven't been so impressed by yet. But yeah, no, for me it's just the love triangle so far.
Yeah, so good. If you're gonna only get a couple, then the love triangle makes a lot of sense.
And I did pre-order the X-Force, Wolverine, and Deadpool on Amazon Japan.
Nice.
Because I love me some X-Force.
Yeah, I think they're up on pre-order on iComic as well. So if anyone in the UK is interested, There you go. Links in the description. Damien says, I'm still waiting for my Screw Loose pack, but patience is patience, Dan. NECA have sent it out, but still in transit. Yeah, I've been checking my transit every day for 2 weeks and it's not moved. So I still think it's in a warehouse. It's just been given a code. Do you know when sometimes they give you a shipping number? That's what I think NECA's done with those 2 packs. So hopefully that should be coming soon. Hopefully, I hope to get on this year, but shipping's going to get a little bit delayed now as we move into Christmas. I think there's still a lot of boats on the port of LA as well. So yeah, we've heard rumours that Hasbro are flying stuff into the UK. So yeah, we shall. If anyone checks out the Super Producers Instagram, you'll see an exclusive picture of how they are importing in their Marvel Legends. He's got a picture up there of I think the Black Series figure being exclusively flown in. So yeah, the Source, as we know him around these ways now, the Super Producer, the Source, the man of many names. Go and check out at Displayed once. You'll see what I'm talking about. LA Pants says, I've just got a PO box. Dan, you need one. Can't I just get people to send stuff to your PO box, Laser Pants, instead? Let us know your PO box and we'll make it happen. Do PO boxes cost money, Brandon? I have no idea about these things.
I was about to ask you the same thing because I don't really know too much about them.
Like, I have no issues getting one if anyone wants to send me anything. But if I trust you, I'll just tell you my home address. Do you know, like, we're a small, tight-knit community, people. I trust you.
Exactly.
Do you know, it's all good. But yeah, all good. Right, turtle stuff. Okay, while we're still on turtles, okay, this one's a little bit weird, Brandon, but it's still turtle-related, right? So, who's my favourite turtle?
Your favorite turtle is Leonardo.
You'd be wrong.
Should I try again?
You need to think of the best turtle.
Oh, the best turtle, Raphael.
No, you're wrong again. You're wrong again. Think of like the most popular turtle.
Oh, Michelangelo.
Oh my God! Right. Do you recognise this guy? Now, I understand if you don't because he is wearing a little mask.
Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo. There's another turtle?
There is, and he's behind this mask.
Oh, I know. Hold on. Let me look up the name. I know the one you're talking about. Hold on. Let me see.
Look, let me reveal all.
Yes.
I don't appreciate this, Brandon. Let me reveal. Ready for the big reveal? It is Donatello! Hey!
Oh!
You couldn't tell because he was in disguise. He was in disguise this whole time. So if anyone is of a certain age and a Turtles fan, you may recognise this as the original Turtle in disguise. It is, of course, Donatello. Now, this figure is from about 1993. It actually says 1990 on it, I think. Yeah, so 1990, even younger. This was my favourite turtle figure as a kid, right? And I had one, but it was all grubby. It never had the accessories. So I backtracked and re-brought it with all the accessories. So here is Donatello in disguise from Playmates. And talk about nostalgia. There you go, Donatello. Did anyone else have this figure as a kid? Because this was my favourite as a kid. And so basically what Super 7 are doing, if people didn't know, is they're taking the Playmates versions of the Turtles and giving them the Ultimates treatment. So they're based off the Playmates. So that's why I was very confused when the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive was Raphael in disguise. I'm like, where's Donnie? Are they saving him for the main line? We shall see. But there's Donnie. And also, something else I loved in my childhood was someone who used to travel in space in a rocket ship with a ragtag crew of animals. Any guesses?
Oh, Bucky O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare, of course it is, right? So I got this again from the early 90s, still mint on card. I've got Dead-Eye Duck, another duck to the duck collection. Without even realising it, Brandon, I have got an actual duck collection. I didn't even realise.
Wow, look at that.
This is from 1991. How old were you in 1991, Brandon?
I was -5.
You didn't exist. You didn't even exist.
I did not exist
when this toy came out. But super nostalgic. So this and the Donatello were literally two of my favourite toys as a kid. And because they're relatively the same size, as a kid they were in the same universe. There was crossovers happening in my bedroom, in my mind, even at that young age. But mint on card. Obviously I've got the Boss Flight Studios ones, but I had to get Dead-Eye Duck mint on card. Beautifully mint on card. I'm going to put this in a display case.
That. Lovely.
Wow. Love Bucky O'Hare. Love Turtles. So there you go. Some nostalgic retro pickups. That's right, people.
Yeah.
Retro.
I was very close to doing the same on a couple of bits this week. But I was like, no, D-Day's coming.
I know. But these two came up at a good price, and do you know that was one of them where I'd regret it. I'd regret it if I missed it. Yeah. Because sometimes I do that, and then out of phone. Yes, they're hard.
Those are. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying out of phone. Do you know? Have you ever missed something on eBay, right, for a good price and regretted it?
Yes.
So then you go and buy that same thing, but for like 20 quid more, just because you're so pissed off you missed out. That's what I didn't want to happen here. I was like, look, they're a good price. Just get them now before I regret it. So two retro pickups and a duck.
That happened to me recently with the Powers of X, House of X Wolverine. So Comics and Cocktails had it on sale, $9.99 for a week. It was limited to that week. I was like, I've got the rest. I've been meaning to get him, and I kind of hesitated for a day. And then I forgot about it, so I never got round to getting it back at $9.99. And then it sold out pretty much everywhere. And the only place it was left was Pulse, and they had their Black Friday sale, so I had to pick it up for £18.
So nice little bearded Wolverine there. Power. There you go. Over 100 people in the chat, by the way. So the lights are flashing. and we will jump to the chat. We're just going through some new pickups. Absolutely. We're all here to show off some toys, share our love and our passions with the people that are willing to listen. So I'm sure you'll forgive us. Anything else, Brandon? Anything else? I've still got a couple of things that are random, all very random as well. None of these I'm showing off today are Legends related, by the way. On a bit of a pause while I do the what is wave in regards to Legends.
So I also got this in today, which is, drum roll please, Zeo Pink.
Nice. Cat.
So there she is in all her glory, Cat. And what I realized partway through opening it was that both figures are cat figures.
Yeah.
It's Zeo Cat and Mighty Morphin Cat. It's a cat 2 cat.
Did you not realize that? There's even two heads in there, right?
Yeah, but the reason why I forgot was until I, thought to myself, hold on, aren't they the same person? Is both of the likenesses look like completely different people.
Oh.
Like completely different.
Yeah,
people.
the Lightning Collection's a little bit
like sisters, as opposed to
The Lightning Collection's a little bit iffy. Like it's technically a free pack though, Brandon, because there's 3 cats in that pack.
Oh, there is. That's very true. Yeah, there are 3 cats in that pack. Good point. You caught me there.
Yeah, it's a free pack.
Yeah, so it was, and I don't know. I mean, that was one of those Power Ranger figures that I was like, oh, what do I do about this line? Because so much of their stuff is like, it's just underwhelming. Like that. Like,
but it's all about what it represents. It's all about what it represents.
And the thing is that when I compare it to like when I think about it, it actually has really good articulation. It is really fun. I think it would benefit. The females would definitely benefit from double elbows now. But when I put her next to the other Zeo Rangers, I was like, yes, one more,
mm-hmm.
and then that team is done.
Yellow, isn't it?
The teams, yeah. And when the teams start to get complete, that is when I'm like, oh yeah, that's Lightning Collection's best selling point. I think that once you get those teams done,
they just make us wait 2 years to complete a team. Annoyingly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
but my hope is by Christmas I'll have finished Zeo and I'll have finished Space.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Yeah,
and hopefully the SPD A Squad as well.
I'm Rich M with the 5
Rich M
donation.
£5.
Let's say Friday read that out.
How did Brandon get the Pink Ranger pack before me when I told him about it? Loudly crying.
So you've made our super producer cry. He says, how did you get the Pink Ranger 2-pack first when he told you about it?
I told him last night. I said to him last night I was ordering it from In Demand, not Pulse. And
next day delivering it.
Yeah, no, wait. So I ordered it on Pulse on Tuesday night. They shipped it when they got it in yesterday morning, and it arrived this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if there are any other independents out there that are watching us currently, but if you're in the UK, In Demand Toys is the best independent store.
I really like the option of next day, because I'm out and about all the time and I like to know when things are coming, because you get excited for stuff to arrive. So next day shipping for an extra couple of quid is definitely something I lean towards quite a lot, because I'm like, I know when something's going to come, I know I can be home, whatever. So
and just the whole operation is smooth. It's so
well, you've been in the warehouse and seen how it works.
Yeah.
Go and check out our video, by the way, people.
Like, how amazing is that? I place the order on Tuesday, it ships on Wednesday, it arrives on Thursday. Like, that is a 3-day, 3-step customer experience that it makes me want to go back and do it again and again and again, as opposed to ordering from somewhere and them taking 2 or 3 weeks to ship, or then telling you it's got the wrong arrival date.
Okay, can I use this to segue?
Or they send you the wrong thing, and then they really don't send you the wrong thing, and then they just are nutcases.
Can I use this to segue, Brandon? Because my next pickup is, and this has got the stupidest story attached to it. My next pickup is finally Dr. Alan Grant. Now, as you know, I originally ordered mine on Toys R Us. Pre-ordered mine, paid for it, not a problem. And then on Legends and Liquor, Jay showed off his, and then Brandon was like, oh yeah, I got mine as well. And I'm like, where's mine? Toys R Us emailed me.
But I didn't show it off because I felt bad for Dan.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Jay didn't. Jay was rubbing it in my face. Jay Toys Collection UK was like, Dan, look at this. Look what I've got and you don't have. He was really out of order, he was. Might not let him on the stream again. But yeah, Jay was showing this off. And I was like, damn, look, I was genuinely really excited to get Alan Grant. Because he's like the main guy and it's the one that they released last. So
yeah,
I was like,
He's the best Jurassic Park character.
I keep telling people,
him and Owen.
this line is like the Marvel Legends equivalent of Jurassic Park figures. Now I know what you're thinking, Jurassic Park, one movie, but there's like really, really good human characters in it that have been like, come on,
and
people.
they're all pinless.
Yeah, they're beautiful figures. They're beautiful figures, and they scale with Legends, just a little bit taller, but they scale. They fit in my collection, is my point, and it's one of my favourite films. And it's toys I never thought I'd get at this scale, so I'm very happy with this. Anyway, Toys R Us messed up my order, and they sent it to another Daniel Williams, right? And then that Daniel Williams heard me on Legends and Liquor talking about it, and messaged me and said it was me. I got your toys. Do you know, like, so? So what's really funny, right? So he and shout out to the other Dan. He said that if he knew, he would have just shipped it directly to me rather than having to send it back to Toys R Us. Yeah, which is annoying.
Because given that it's gone back to Toys R Us, it'll take 10 years to reach.
Exactly. So I didn't want to wait even longer for mine. So I reached out to another Daniel Williams. That's right, 3 Daniel Williamses. But this time, this Daniel Williams, I'm not even making this up, right? This time, another Daniel Williams owns a store called JurassicToys.co.uk. So if I can bring it up on the stream, I will. There you go. Let me press the button. Okay, so JurassicToys.co.uk is literally owned by a guy called Daniel Williams, right? So this figure was meant for me, Daniel Williams. Got sent accidentally to a different Daniel Williams. So I cancelled my order and then went to this third Daniel Williams to order a new one. So shout out Jurassic Toys UK. And if you are interested in these Amber Collection figures, do not sleep. They are all in stock on Jurassic Toys UK now. You could literally go and build your collection from scratch right now. And instead of me having to wait years to finish the team, because I have been buying these since 2019, you can literally get the whole squad right straight away with Ellie, Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, John Hammond, Ray Arnold, Robert Muldoon, all these Velociraptors and Dinosaurs, all in scale with these figures. So of course I had to pick up this pack as well, Brandon. I got the baby T-Rex.
From that's from the Lost World, isn't it?
Yes,
the second Jurassic
the
Park.
baby T-Rex has even got his little bandage in his muzzle, and then the little ones that, do you know at the start of Jurassic World where they eat the girl?
Yeah.
What are they called? I can't pronounce dinosaur names anyway, but you know what I mean. Those little ones. They kill Robert Muldoon as well. Spoiler alert. No, they don't. The Velociraptors kill Muldoon. Here he is. Anyway, I'm a Jurassic Park fan. It's crazy that I'm getting toys in the scale that I love. Absolute madness. So shout out all Dan Williams involved in this. The moral of the story is Dan Williams got his toy. Thank you very much. So yeah, there you go. 2 Jurassic Park figures I was very happy to get. And I will be reviewing them on the channel because I just want to show them off. And more people need to be in on this line. So it continues because we still need the kids. We need Lex and we need Timmy. All right? We need a 2-pack of the kids. Once we've got them, we've got all the main humans from the film. And then give me an in-scale Jeep, all right? But I'm just being greedy now. I'm going to shut up. Show me something else, Brandon. Show me something else.
I'm kind of running out. Let me see. Oh, I do have some new stuff, but it's in the other room.
Every Dan Williams comes with a piece of the Brandon Builder figure.
Who said that?
Greg in the chat. And thank you, UK Best Toy Hunter, for the 99 donation. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much. Compies. Thank you very much, Cloud. Compies. Those little dinosaurs called Compies. Of course they are. And they don't kill Muldoon. They kill someone in in the Lost World. Here you go.
David Evans Smith says Dan Williams variants abound. I bet there are 69 of them at least.
Hey.
Mini Plastic Multiverse said the Dan Williams saga. Jamie said too many Dan Williams variants. and To Catch a Legend said, "Wait, Dan who?"
Right, okay, let me just explain, just while there's 80 plus people here, the whole Dan Who gimmick comes from my music days.
Well, while you explain that, I'm just going to go and find something else.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the whole Dan Who thing, thing comes from, right? So obviously, I've got a stupidly common name, Daniel, and then Williams is quite common as well, right? So I went to school with like 3 different Daniel Williamses. Absolutely stupid, I know. Stupid name. So like when you say to people, "Oh, have you heard Dan's doing this?" or "Dan, give me a call," people would go, "Dan who?" Because they'd be like, "Which Dan you on about?" So I thought I would like embrace the Dan Who concept and wait and think to myself, if I become the Dan Who, so now when people say Dan Who, people are going to instantly think of me when they're even could be on about any other Dan. So then in the end, everyone, trust me, it works. So now in your day-to-day life, if someone says Dan Who by accident, when you're talking about a Dan, say you have a friend called Dan, and then your other friend goes, "Oh, Dan Who," now you'll think of me. See how it works? It's clever, isn't it? So now Dan Who, Dan W, a gimmick that I embraced, now you know. So that's where the Dan Who, Dan W gimmick comes from, because there are multiple Daniel Williams variances out there in the world. And the TVA's after us all. So we've got to live very, very carefully. Crazy story. Oh boy, I'm really tempted to at least snag the Velociraptor, says Jay. Kahubari J Matt. Do it, my friend. This thing is beautifully articulated. It scales with all 6-inch legends, whether you want them to beat up some Power Rangers, some Legends, some Star Wars figures, whatever it be. This is a really nice, and they do it in so many different styles as well. You can literally get all 4 from the new ones or the classic ones as well. Really, really good. If you're a fan of Jurassic Park, as I said, don't sleep on these figures. I don't even work for Mattel. Mattel don't even know I exist, but people need to know about these figures. They're really good. Really good. Okay, what else is going on in the world of the chat? I was here hoping it was a Doctor Who reference. I've never seen Doctor Who. Like, I know what Doctor Who is, and I may have watched an episode when I was younger, but it's never something, like, I wouldn't be able to tell you who any of the doctors are. I know David Tennant was a doctor, because I know Billy Piper was his friend, or whatever it was, girlfriend. Thank you very much, David Evan Smith. I like the super chat.
David Evan Smith donated $4.99. I use my full David Evan Smith because David Smith is a basic AF name as well. Sounds like I'm in witness protection. I feel your pain.
Thank you very much, David Evan Smith. See, someone understands. His name's David Smith, which I have to admit sounds pretty common, like a common name, to be fair. If I shouted David Smith out my window now, 3 blokes would probably in the street stick their head out and go, "What?" So yeah, I feel your pain, David. I get it. So yeah, David Evan Smith, you will forever be known. Christened thou. Just need Excalibur. There he is. All right, Captain Britain will do it officially for you. You are now forever known as David Evan Smith. You're welcome, all right? And if anyone else wants to be officially christened in any name, Captain Britain is here with Excalibur ready to go, all right? But I appreciate everyone's stupid stories, but true stories. What's the face printing on Robert Muldoon? Like on Robert Muldoon. Now, Robert Muldoon's still in my box upstairs, and he has 2 face sculpts, one normal, and the other one, he's like slightly looking to the left, like he's seen a velociraptor in the bush. And he's like, "Clever girl." So I reckon they're pretty good. All the likenesses are pretty good. Even Samuel Jackson with a mustache. This is Nick Fury in disguise during Secret Wars or Secret Invasion. But yeah, there you go. Okay, Brandon's back. My bad. Let's get Brandon back in here. Right, what else you got to show off, Brandon?
So, this is a great new figure that I got.
Cat! Told you it was a free pack.
There you go.
Add it to your cat collection. I've got a duck collection. You've got a cat collection.
What else did we get? I can't remember if I've showed this on the stream yet. Did I show this off last week or the week before?
No, I don't think you have. The Human Torch.
Yeah, so that's the new Human Torch. The only thing I have to I sound really gripey today, so that's my bad. But I wish that we got doubles of these hands. You know, like
the flame rather than the open.
Or no, I wish there was 2 like fist flame hands and 2 open flame hands, so that you could swap. You know, so that it wasn't just like 1 fist, 1 open hand. that's the only thing I would have liked about this. But I think it's even better than the Walgreens exclusive one. The butterfly joints. This body is just made for this kind of a character.
Where did you get that from?
Guess.
In demand?
No, Toys R Us.
Oh, bloody
How
hell.
funny.
They got something right.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really funny because 9 times out of 10 they've been solid, but just the last few weeks it's been really bumpy with us.
To be fair, I should say they sorted me out. They apologised. They said it was their mistake, and they gave me a full refund. So no qualms at all. It was just a funny story. That's all it is. But no qualms with Toys R Us at all.
Exactly. No, they're very good. And to be fair, they have gotten my favourite figures this year to me first. So they are pretty solid. So there are a couple that I am also waiting on from them, which is these two. So that's Nebula and Zombie Spidey.
Yeah, nice.
I got these two from Amazon in the meantime, but I am waiting on them from Toys R Us. So when my ones come through from Toys R Us, I'll probably give these two to my nephews or something.
In my review, I used the 2-pack that came. Do you know in the Avengers suits? I put that Nebula head on that body, and it pops on there, but the blues just ain't right. And obviously, she doesn't have a metal arm as well, so it's not spot on. But I was trying to. But you can use that blonde one as a comic Nebula for the time being if you wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, mine will be next to Star-Lord, T'Challa Star-Lord.
Yeah, they're from the Heist. They're in the Heist episode.
But I think spoiler alert, I think that What If wave is going to be my favorite of the year. You know, every time and as I've been rewatching your not rewatching but watching for the first time your reviews as they've been coming up, I'm watching it and I'm like, I think this wave is just like above and beyond the rest, you know.
The review, I've filmed all my What If reviews. People, they're all filmed. The toys are upstairs, ready to they're just trickling out. They're trickling out for the YouTube. Yeah. So I've literally opened them all, and I was caught off guard with how much I liked that wave. You know me and Brandon, we were caught off guard with this wave in general. It didn't clock to us that we'd get toys from the What If show. It didn't clock to me at least. I thought second wave of Disney Plus. Oh, we're gonna get Agatha. We're gonna get Jimmy Woo. And it was like, no, we're getting What If. And I was like, of course we are. But I was like, wait, do I need them in my collection? I was sort of conflicted with the concept of animated MCU with my normal MCU live action. But when they're all together on the shelf, you cannot deny they are super accurate action figures of the source material they're meant to be. So whether you or not you like the particular characters, you cannot argue that these look great for what they're meant to be. And Peggy Carter is really good. The T'Challa Star-Lord is really nice. And even Nebula, right? I joke that as Nebula, what if she went to the salon? But it's a nice looking Nebula, which is accurate from the show. You know, Zombie Cap may be one of the best figures of the year. That would probably sneak into a lot of people's top 10s. Doctor Strange was really nice. His cape's a little bit wavy, and because it's so soft, it will take up a little bit of real estate on the shelf. But I had no issues with getting him posed up in a nice dynamic stance. The Watcher's really tall, really nice. So I can. My point is, I completely get what you're saying. That wave caught me off guard with how much I enjoyed it compared to What If. Do you know what I mean? I was excited to get it because it's new toys, but I was like, I don't know where I'm going to put these. But now I feel like I need to find a place for them because they're so nice.
I agree. And I think for me as well, it's because I love a lot of animated shows, and generally animated shows are the most neglected. They don't usually get a lot of good product, unless it's something like Dragon Ball, which is probably your biggest, animated thing. So therefore has that whole SHF line. But other than that, you don't have anything that really gets its due. People could say, but what about Star Wars animation? But Black Series is all live action figures. Yeah, they give it a live action twist, don't they? Yeah. A live action interpretation. Which is fine, but most of the time, or some of the time, they don't really work out. In my opinion, the entire 3 out of the 4 Bad Batch members are whitewashed. They don't look like their characters, and B, the skin tones are far and away. So it's whereas you get to What If, and like you said, then they are it is as if they stepped off the screen and onto the shelf.
They're very nice.
It is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I do have to interrupt you because I've got a really quickly.
Yes.
I've got a Christen. I've got a Knight. Lizzie Hart as Queen Liz. Queen Liz.
There we go.
There's already a Queen Liz in power, so you're going to have to be like Queen Liz, I don't know, the 4th or something.
Yeah.
But there you go. Queen Liz, you have been christened or knighted by Excalibur. Congratulations. Lizzie Hart's Queen Liz. And also, David was impressed, knighted on the 69th. What an honour. Greg is also asking about the 4 Horsemen Mythic Legions Proxus wave. Thoughts, hit or miss? Now, I don't know exactly what wave that is because I'm a little bit out the loop with Mythic Legions, but I can have a Google, so I'll take that and we'll Google it and we'll come back round to it, okay, Greg? Because I've seen you mention that a few times and I don't want to skip it. But we have got a couple of super chats that I want to mention. First, just that popped on the screen was Toying Around, aka Kevin, our favourite toy hunter, toy reviewer, toy talker, live streamer from Canada.
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. Thank you very much, Kevin. And then we also had one from Damien. He says, for the 007 fans amongst us, not wanting to sound too greedy, I say a film deluxe box set for each of the 6 Bonds plus Bond girl and villain to start with. Bond is one of those franchises that's had so many interpretations of not just Bond, but different villains, Bond girls, like you said. You could definitely do figures from each iteration of Bond. Like you could do if you've been a fan of the recent Daniel Craig films, there was 5 Daniel Craig films. Is there 5? Yeah, there's 5 Daniel Craig films.
Yeah. And
you could definitely make a box set of the characters or make a wave of the characters, not with villains, obviously Bond himself, the people that work at MI6. It's a good idea. Bond is definitely one of those toy things that no one's ever went into. I think there's a couple of third-party, unlicensed Daniel Craig figures maybe, but I don't think Bond's ever been picked up by any of the majors and done anything proper with.
No.
Would you like Bond? Would you pick up if they did a Daniel Craig, like a Marvel Legends style or a Mayfix style Daniel Craig?
I would get every. I probably wouldn't get any. I probably wouldn't get figures from any pre-Daniel Craig Bond movie.
Yeah.
Maybe I might get Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry from Die
Another Day.
Die Another Day. But all of the Bond characters, the Daniel Craig characters, Bond, M, Moneypenny, Q, Leiter, Eva Green's character. I can't remember her name for some reason. I'm trying to think of the villains.
Get Felix Blofeld.
Blofeld. What's his name? Javier Bardem's one in Skyfall.
Oh, don't ask me their names. I can't remember their names.
Mads Mikkelsen's villain in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Like all those ones that I just named. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it would be a fun line for sure.
Yeah.
Greg says, Dench M, I want that figure. Yeah, Judi Dench as an action figure form.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Absolutely.
Jay's Toys Collection said I would get a Mezco Bond. Toying Around says Super 7 Ultimates James Bond, 1 wave per movie. It can be done. It can be done. Whether the market is out there, I don't know. But James Bond is such a generational type of thing. Even your granddad will know. Like, I know James Bond. Like, I've seen the old James Bond films because my granddad had, like, this massive long VHS, like, pack with all of the Bonds in, I think.
Really?
And, like, that's how I watched some of them when I was younger, like, all on VHS in this massive long box set. If you're in the UK, you probably know what I'm talking about. But my favourite iteration of Bond is Daniel Craig. I think his Bond films were, like... There was a little dip, but then it went back up. And, really like what he did with Bond.
For sure. I think Casino Royale and Skyfall, they're some of my favorite movies of all time. Easily. Those two.
I'm rich, bitch!
Right, I've still got more, Brandon. I know this is crazy, but it was Black Friday.
I was going to say,
yeah, I've still got more.
Out.
No, I've still got more. So we'll do this and then we'll jump to the chat. Cameron has put in another question there. He says, I'm really interested to see if Mayfix or Legends will do the Ramiverse figs. I don't collect movie, but I'll be on it ASAP. Come on, Toby. Okay, so we can pause for a second and talk about that. So... This is no secret. Maybe it is a secret, but it's the worst kept secret, it seems, that the new Spider-Man film's coming. Did you get your tickets, Brandon, by the way?
I did.
Yeah, so us in the UK, we're quite lucky, ain't we? Because it comes out on the 15th. So we will get to see it a day before. So I'm going to make sure I personally DM spoilers to every one of my US friends. Just so that when they open the message, it's just spoilers straight away. They can't do nothing about it. No, I'd never do that. Imagine someone doing that. How harsh would that be?
Oh, man.
I'm going to do it to... I think I'm going to do it to Rectangular. I think he's the only person I'll do it to. I'll just... Some screenshots, some spoilers, and just send them to Todd. And I'll get the source to send them in, so he thinks it's some new Marvel Legends news, and then it's just spoilers.
As long as it doesn't spoil the, as long as it doesn't spoil the Starjammers joining the MCU, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, my bad. I got that confused. But yeah, we got our tickets. I was up until 2 a.m, Brandon, trying to get my tickets.
So crazy.
2 a.m.
So crazy. So Cineworld had tweeted which is one of our cinema chains, like AMC or whatever. They tweeted the link that you could order the tickets at. Like, so the tickets went on sale at midnight on the Sunday into the Monday, and they tweeted that link during the day on Sunday.
Okay.
So I had it open on my browser. So every so often on the Sunday, I just kept refreshing it to see, and I refreshed it at about 11:45, and all of a sudden, all the listings showed up. So I was like, oh my God. So I called my friend, I got it booked, and then I was like, that's crazy. And that's when I text you saying, hey, the tickets are up.
Yeah.
And that was then at about midnight, and from midnight onwards, the site just crashed.
Yeah,
crashed.
I wasn't even. I was literally in bed, right? With Amanda was already snoring. Like, I was ready to switch off for the day. And as always, as we all do, we're on our phones before we go to bed, having a scroll through, checking the eBay listings. You know what it's like. We're always in it. And you messaged me, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll have a quick look, because I genuinely wasn't even bothered about getting them at midnight. I didn't think it would be an issue. I just thought I'd book them over the weekend, not thinking about it. And yeah, then I've realised, as soon as I realised the site was crashing, I was like, oh shit, if I want some good seats at a good showing, I need to be booking this now. Otherwise, I'm going to be sat front row, staring up at the screen with a sore neck all film. And I was like, I don't want that to happen. Just whoever sits front row seat like that, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I stayed up, refresh. I sat in this room with 3 computers, an iPad, and my 2 phones, my work phone, my phone, and I'm like, refresh, and it just dead. Nothing was working. And then eventually at 2:00 a.m, it's like something clicked and it all started working again. So yeah, so I got my tickets booked. Yeah, I guess so. I got my tickets for like 5:30, so I'm going to book the day off work, I think. Go and get a Five Guys, get myself a Five Guys, treat myself, and then go and watch the film. So I'll be out at the cinema by about 8:00, I think. So
guess what time I booked mine for?
You've told me midday. You're going in at 12, right?
Midday.
Yeah,
12 o'clock. Because I was like, there's no way I'm sitting in a packed cinema full of people, and the last I checked, that screening is empty, so I'm hoping it stays that way.
Abnugler says,
big screen.
Abnugler said, did you at least you didn't get people fighting for Spider-Man tickets in the UK? Did you guys see that? What was that? I didn't see it.
Yeah, people in somewhere in Mexico, they were a lot like a physical box office at a cinema. They got into a fist fight over the tickets.
Oh, fucking hell.
There was a video.
Hang on, I'm putting a poll up. Did you get your Spider-Man No Way Home tickets booked? Yes, no. Right, I'm putting a poll up because a few
Hawkeye
people
this week yet?
I haven't. I'm hoping because work's been so crazy and I've been out and blah blah blah. You know me with these type of shows. I don't like watching them while I'm working, or I don't like watching them if they don't get my full attention. So I'm not the type to put them on while I'm doing something out. They need my full attention. So I brought myself some ice buns from the bakery. Later on this evening, once I'm back home, Amanda can go to sleep. I'm going to put the kettle on, have an ice bun, a cup of tea, and watch episode 3 of Hawkeye. So I've not seen it yet. But yeah, I'll put a poll up for people. So if you've got your ticket for Spider-Man, let us know. I'm very curious because going back round to Cameron Wright's comment, is that the aftermarket has been definitely influenced by this new Spider-Man film, because those Raimi Spider-Man toys are like going up. Like the Doc Ock's really expensive, the J. Jonah's really expensive, the Tobey Maguire's really expensive, and there's a couple. There's one like in his he's in like his wrestling gear, isn't he? I think with the unmasked head and stuff. So, but those figures, right? Hand on heart, I think they're terrible. they're of their time and they do not fit in a modern day collection. So I think people are clamoring to get these characters on their shelf, and I'm like, hold your horses. Like, if Hasbro are not idiots, of course, if these new Spider-Men appear in this new movie, we will get product from it. Of course we will. It's a merchandise monster. They would be idiots to not get it. But like Rich M said in the chat, they may need a lot of money for Toby's licensing. Same with Andrew Garfield. But again, I don't know how things work these days. They might have, when they signed on to be in this film, that may also come with a package for merchandise and likeness rights. But because Marvel Studios are keeping the secret so close to the chest, just think they're not even going to show us in trailers. They're just teasing us, but they're not going to show us in trailers. They're like, there's
and they have teased it hard.
Of course they have. Of course
recently.
they have.
Did you see that video the other day?
And he's like, my two friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
And he's like, who else would it be?
Yeah, of course. So they're teasing. So as I said.
Oh, just on that note, because I rewatched Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I rewatched The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And
I will be doing that too.
And before the stream, I was watching Homecoming. And before I watched Homecoming, I'm halfway through Homecoming. But before I watched that, I rewatched all of Spider-Man scenes from Civil War, right? So that I don't miss out. And I think the interesting thing is that they're talking about this. They're talking about Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies being like the Harry Potter movies, and that you kind of see him grow up through different, like, they're talking about 3 different trilogies of him. And apparently Tom's already signed on for his second trilogy. But it was really interesting as I was watching it, because I was trying to figure out who's my favorite Spider-Man, right? And what's become more apparent is like, you know how people say Tobey was the best Peter, Andrew was the best Spider-Man, Tom's a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm watching it, I'm kind of feeling that more. But it's interesting because I feel like Tom's Spider-Man, I can't take him seriously. He's a kid. You know?
The thing is, they're all drastically different. It's so hard to compare. First of all, they're different generations. If you've just rewatched the first Spider-Man films, he's picking up a dialer phone and fucking a rotary phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's
go watch the No Way Home trailer, and he's on FaceTime to MJ.
Yes, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So they're different generations, and also the Tobey Maguire is in a world where, as far as we know, there's no other heroes. This is just a one-done type thing where Andrew Garfield was trying to build a world, but that got a little bit sloppy. They tried to rush it, didn't they, with too many Easter eggs and stuff. Yeah, and his dad, all that stuff with his dad had that hidden train and stuff. That was so unnecessary. So Andrew Garfield was sort of lost in a terrible plot. Him himself was really good, but the story around him was terrible and too much of a mess. But Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a Spider-Man of the MCU. Do you know, like, you have to take it as that, like, because he was put into a world that already had heroes, and so you couldn't ignore it. Do you know, Spider-Man couldn't just swing around New York without anyone paying attention. Of course, the Avengers would know someone was doing that. Do you know? So Tom Holland's definitely a Spider-Man of the MCU and of his generation. So it's very hard for me to make that straight up comparison that everyone else seems to be doing.
Exactly. And as well as I was watching it, I thought I couldn't imagine the other two Spideys being the main Spidey in the MCU because they totally.
Hang on, Cameron Wright with a super chat. We'll come back to that. Thank you.
Cameron Wright donated $4.99.
Thank you, Cameron.
But that trailer was kinda poorly edited, as in some shots you can see Lizard be punched by nothing person shrugging light skin tone. Also, Toby is gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Yeah, okay, so Cameron says, but the trailer was sort of kinda poorly edited, as in some shots you can see Lizard being punched by nothing. Also, Toby is going to put some dirt in your eye. Maybe it was Ant-Man. Maybe Ant-Man's making a cameo, and it was Ant-Man punching the Lizard, and he was just so small you didn't even see him. Yeah, sorry, Brandon. Back to your point about Toby, and not that none of them could be Spider-Man in the MCU.
Yeah, it just, and I really like both of them, but it just, I think, like you say, they each have their own generation. They each have their own kind of style for what they are, which is why I think if they do appear, it's going to be really cool to see. But last question on Spider-Man: which is your favorite suit across all 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies of Spider-Man?
Iron Spider, I think.
Really?
Just love the Iron Spider suit. Always have. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think mine is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit.
Yeah,
I think it goes that, and then Raimi, and then Iron Spider, and then Homecoming.
I hope they're all wearing their classic uniforms as well, not like new ones that Tom gives them. Like I hope Raimi's got like the big web lines, and Andrew Garfield's got the big eyes and the more blue than red. Like I do hope they're very distinct on screen. I'm very curious. I mean, I am super curious of how these guys are going to be introduced, because it's such a big deal. Like, are they going to come in during a fight or what? Like,
apparently they both have. Apparently they will both get their due. Like you'll get like a bit of, not background, but you get a bit of context as to where they've been at personally.
Do you reckon we're going to get scenes from their worlds before they get pulled into the MCU?
Yeah, I think that's what we'll likely see.
Okay.
Or at least get some reference to them talking about it of some kind in some way, something. I think we'll see something.
Jason Lopez says clearly it was John Cena who punched the lizard. He's not wrong. It was either John Cena or Ant-Man.
Or Drax.
Or Drax. He's very invisible while he's eating nuts. Sue Storm confirmed. It could have been Sue. Yeah, it's definitely, as I said, what's crazy is that we're going to know this in literally 13 days' time. Nearly less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. But this time, in 3 weeks, we'll be talking about Spider-Man, which is crazy. Tom uses channel membership token. Thank you very much, Tom. He says, where do you think Hasbro goes next if both the Rancor and Sky Striker fail to fund? Perfect segue. Let's talk about some.
Let's go for it.
Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's get into this topic of conversation. Is of course the Rancor. Okay, so this. Let me put it on screen. Here he is. Here's the big bastard. Hello, mate. There he is. Right. So the Rancor currently 4 days, 4 hours, and 27 minutes left. It has got 5,063 backers. The target is 9,000. So questions for Brandon is, one, are you a backer? And two, is it going to get funded?
I'm not a backer. My main two reasons for that are I really don't have the space for it, and my money could be better spent on other things at the moment. However, had this been a campaign at a different time, for example, not just before Christmas, I would have been more inclined to back it. And also, had the tiers been better managed, I would have been more inclined to back it. The reason why is because I think anything 6-inch is, six in that scale is amazing. And I think, I know some people say, oh, it's a bunch of corporate, language when they say this, but I genuinely think, and I agree with Hasbro when they say that those HasLab products are dream products. I just, you wouldn't otherwise be getting something of that scale, of that quality as it is. So I think because of the fact that it is a dream product, I would have been inclined to buy it. But the thing is, I don't care about package exclusive figures, and the tiers that they did offer us, it's not. Okay, it didn't persuade me.
So before we talk about what they're going to do about these very short numbers, because these are pretty poor for Star Wars HasLab, you'd assume this could be a lot better. Okay, so their first tier, I believe, was, as you said, the Gamorrean Guard at 11,000. So that's still 3,000 more than it needs just to be backed. And then at 13.5, so another 12,500, another 2,500 on top of that, a bag of bones. Literally a bag of bones. Not a character, not another 6-inch figure, a card, bones. Literally just some loose bones. And a card back diorama piece, which, let's be honest, you could get online. People are making these really good diorama pieces online now. You don't need Hasbro to pack them.
And people with 3D print bones.
Exactly. Very, very unnecessary. I'm sure Tekken Collect and Dante could be making these bones on their next episode of the Infinity Equation Create. So, yeah, them. And then after that, Salacious Crumb in a card back. And now this figure's just been released again via that Disney Plus Park box set. And it's also like, if this was a character you wanted, like you really wanted, you would have already got it in your collection by now, because it's been out. It's there, it's gettable if you're willing to pay the price. So, but now you get them on a card. Was anyone asking for that? And then at 19,000, so literally we are way off this. So this isn't happening, I don't think. Luke Skywalker on a card back, but it's like Return of the Jedi Luke. It is a very good looking Luke, but what crazy...
Completely newly tooled, pinless, all the rest of it.
Luke looks great, but what's interesting about this as a tier is that it says in exclusive packaging, which sort of lets us know in advance we're going to see this Luke somewhere else. If you want this Luke, don't panic.
Yeah, I think we'll see this Luke with a Mandalorian head sculpt. And what I mean by that is his head sculpt, his look from the Mandalorian finale. I think we'll see this on a 40th Return of the Jedi card. It's coming.
Go on.
Go ahead.
I was just repeating what Tom said. He said all of these characters that have been revealed are figures I've seen before. No new characters. So we've just had Galactus that had 2 brand new characters like we've never had in figure form before, which is good.
Yeah, and one that is currently like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100.
The other one is one that needed a re-release. Yes, agreed.
Yeah,
yes.
because we didn't get a Silver Surfer reissue. We got a Fallen figure. It wasn't Silver Surfer in his classic, So, and as well, if you're going to think of any character to partner Galactus with, it's Silver Surfer.
Yeah, so it makes sense. I wasn't mad at him. I wasn't. No one was.
No, exactly. No, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That like, you potential attacks that you could have thrown at Galactus and Silver Surfer, you can't make those same attacks, or you can't defend the Rancor with that, because the Gamorrean card just got reissues, for goodness sake. Like, it was really, I felt bad for diehard Star Wars collectors that really would have wanted this, because I don't even see FOMO setting in, because it's only gone up 100 backers or even not even 1,000 backers, maybe. I don't think.
I think a lot of people out there have been taking screenshots of this type of stuff. So I think before the new announcement, which we'll get into in a second, it was at about 4,700. So since then, it has moved past 5,000. So we'll mention that now. We may as well. Okay, so Hasbro, and again, I'm just a fan of the toys and this collecting community, right? So I don't know any inside information. Everything I'm about to speak is just my thoughts and opinions. Nothing I say is fact, okay? I'm just thinking out loud with you guys, all right? So my thoughts are Star Wars is such a big brand. It's one of the staple IPs of Hasbro is Star Wars. Star Wars and Marvel have got to be their big two. They've got to pay a lot of licensing for these type of things. This would be bad luck on them if they couldn't get a Star Wars project to back. And also, if you have a look at the figure's been made. The figure's been tooled. The figure's been designed. The figure's literally ready to go. They just need to give the factory the green light and tell them how many they need. But they've already done the work. They've already invested money into making this figure a reality, right? So they were assuming this was just going to back easy because it's Star Wars. Now, because the tiers were so poor, the fans and the community have spoke with their wallet, as they should, and said this ain't good enough, and they started losing backers. I think the point where they started to see backers take away, move away, that's when Hasbro sort of had to pay attention and listen to the community. So they have listened. Now this is where the debate will go, where people think this is a good or bad move, right? Hasbro have announced that they are going to add the Rancor Keeper as a figure, a brand newly tooled 6-inch figure to go along with the Rancor as a base figure. It's not an unlockable tier. If you back the Rancor, you are at a bare minimum, get the Rancor and the Rancor Keeper. So it's not an extra unlockable tier. It's not an extra add-on. It's an extra base figure. They're literally just chucking it in the box. Some people may think that's a good thing. Some people may think it's a negative. I genuinely think, bigger picture here, and again, this is just my opinions, I'm sure people have their own. I think this is a positive thing, because it shows that Hasbro are listening or paying attention to the community and then reacting to that. Whether you think they should have done more or should still do more is a different conversation. It's a different question. But just bigger picture, the fact that Hasbro have not just ignored you and added something is only a positive thing. Bigger picture. Not dissecting it any further, but just as a broad, they're actually doing something about the shit tiers and giving you something extra is only a positive. Am I right or wrong in thinking that, Brandon?
I think you're absolutely right. I think that this was a really good move by Hasbro, that they were able to say, look, we see what's happening, we hear you, we're not, oblivious. I think the wording of the post could have been better, Is that the Hasbro Pulse post?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get the...
If you can scroll down a bit.
Yeah, I'm on the web, so I'm not too sure.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
How it shows me, but I can get it on my phone and just read it.
Because they basically say something like, we couldn't leave the Rancor without his keeper.
But they did.
Which I understand. Yeah, which I get the sentiment behind it, but you did, So I thought that was very poorly worded, in my opinion. But I think this was a great move because as much as I don't know if it will back, and I don't say that, maliciously, I really don't know. It hasn't.
Here's the read. Let me read it. So we really appreciate all the feedback we've received in an effort to make the HasLab Rancor the best possible dream product. With that, we realised we can't leave the most dangerous creature, the Rancor, roaming the galaxy without its keeper. We will be adding a fully newly tooled Star Wars The Black Series Malekith figure to this base offering, funding at 9k units. Uncarded and ready for action. Malekith comes with his unique stick inspired by Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi. The figure is in active development and we will share renders as part of our backer updates if the project successfully moves into production. So that was their wording.
Yeah, so I would have taken out the second sentence. With that, we realize we can't leave the most dangerous creature, the Rancor, roaming the galaxy without its keeper. Because it just was like, really? Really, it just was not good. So we'll see. I mean, I would like it to back. I would like it to back because I'd like that for Star Wars fans that really want it. Do you know? Like,
I don't think Hasbro want this to fail. Of course they don't. That's why they're doing something about it. Like, it would be a bad look for it to fail. And like, it is a case like we were talking about previously about FOMO. Like, we as a community, you need to send a message, but at the same time, people want this figure. So it's like some people just have to bite the bullet to get this figure. So it is genuinely FOMO versus sending a message. So it's nice to know that Hasbro have at least got a message. Now it's that dilemma where are people gonna go, no, hold off for more? Do you know, like, if they're willing to give up this much, shall we just, because there's only 4 days left. Do you reckon within the last day they're going to throw something out if people stay this low? But
I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I saw. I think it was the Star Wars Black Series Instagram account. That was the best take I've seen on it. I think they said something along the lines of, "What would be good is if Hasbro pulled the campaign entirely." Reworked the tiers to include the newly tooled keeper and relaunched it at New York Toy Fair in February. And I mean, I'm sure these things are a lot more complicated than I realize or than the Star Wars Black Series Instagram person realizes. But that sounded like a good solution to me because it's after Christmas. And if you rework the tiers, like I thought of it as like, say you had the keeper, say you had that newly tooled Luke,
Ula,
and then Ula, and
if they would have this is what Hasbro need to realize. I think if they were the tiers from the get go, if the keeper was the first unlock, if Ula was the second unlock, if the third unlock was Luke, you want to add Bones as the crappy fourth one, like we got that stupid Doom head. Like, no one asked for that Doom head, but we'd already got some decent figures, so we just laughed it off. No one backed that Galactus for the Doom head. Maybe one person did. If you're out there, hello, how you doing? But other than that, no one else did, right? So, like, if you want to add your crappy Bones in, that's fine. Add them as like an extra. Just think, even the Ghostbusters HasLab at the minute, they're stretching at the minute because they're like, oh yeah, the fourth tier is a book, is a notebook with stickers. It's like, come on, no one's really clamoring for that notebook with stickers. You've already got their money. People have already got what they want. Now they're just happy. So yeah, if these tiers were correct from the first place, Hasbro wouldn't be in this embarrassing situation they are in now. So I hope this is a lesson for Hasbro to go, okay, we can't give people shit, because it's collectors that are buying these HasLabs, not parents walking up and down the toy aisle buying their kids toys for Christmas. This is aimed at collectors with money that we're already willing to spend on toys. Just don't take the mick.
One of my favorite things about the Legends team is sometimes you'll hear Dwight say, because we know that you're looking to spend your hard-earned money on this stuff, right? So we want it to be the best we can be within, you know, within the lane that they actually operate in to be able to do it. You know, obviously not every figure is going to be double jointed, pinless galore. Yeah. But there is a recognition and understanding, and which is quite authentic and honest, that, you know, we know you're going to spend your hard-earned money on this. I didn't feel that with this. Did not feel it at all. This was like, I mean, the Gamorrean Guard was laughable. Like, that was almost insulting because they just reissued it.
And if the tier after that was the Rancor Keeper, or if the tier after that was Ula, do you know what I mean? If they could have made up from that, if the rest, you could forgive them for that first shitty one. You could go, all right, fair enough. Like, what else you got?
Yeah. And the other thing was, the first model of this, or the first photos of this, it was all grayscale.
I think that's just a Star Wars marketing decision. I think they think it's like a quick reveal. It's like, oh, this is what we're working on, and then it's like an easy thing to reveal. Oh, now here's the painted version. It's unnecessary.
And I suppose as well, like with those the prototype figures that they do. So I see where you're coming from that.
I do think that's a marketing decision from then,
yeah. But I mean, personally, it just fell flat. Like, again and again and again, it fell flat for me. And this is something that at the right time, with the right offering, I reckon I would have gone for it. I would have waited for it, enjoyed it when it got here, maybe taken some photos, figured that I had nowhere to put it, and sold it for triple the price that it was going for.
This is the same price of a Sentinel, right? This is $350. No, $330 for us. So, how much was a Sentinel? $300 or $350? $350, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't $350. I thought it was $250, or was it $300?
It might be $300. I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't.
This is cheaper than Galactus. This is cheaper than Galactus. Is my point. Yeah, but it is going to be shorter and wider. Bigger.
Worth the money.
Yeah.
Nowhere
exactly.
Near.
That's why the tiers needed to be good. Like, people, it's just Hasbro. I hope they learn. And again, like, people in the comments, some people are saying that they need to hold off. People need to wait. But these type of campaigns are really good at the start and really good at the end. Like, people were genuinely having a conversation about, will Galactus fund with like 2 weeks left? And then it blew past every,
like 31,
exactly. It went up like 10k within the last 48 hours. Do you know what I mean? So this could, I reckon, even if the Hasbro don't announce anything else, I still think this will sneak past the backers. I don't think Hasbro want it to fail, whether they screw with the numbers behind the scenes, because let's be honest, they could add 1,000 to this. Who's ever going to know? Do you know what I mean? If Hasbro add 1,000 to this now, and this jumps up to 6,000 tomorrow, who are any of us to say, hang on a minute, that wasn't normal people? No one could ever prove them wrong.
No,
so do you know? That's why these projects are. These projects are all just a marketing ploy, because they already make these toys. They could make these toys. It's just a marketing gimmick. So whatever. If it's a way to get us big projects, I'm willing to play ball. I'll lean in. Do you know what I mean? I'm very happy with my Sentinels. I'm very happy I'll be getting Galactus. Like, so if these are the projects, these are the way that we're going to get those bigger projects, I'm not going to never support them, because I want the toys. But there's definitely a line that a bar that you have to stay above if you're going to be dropping this money. And I think Hasbro would take the Star Wars team were just taking the toy community for granted and going, oh, they'll buy anything. No, they won't. They won't buy a bag of bones and a cardboard box.
And the packaging exclusive thing is what kills me.
Yeah.
Like, really? I mean, kills me is a bit dramatic, but like, I just, you know, I'm going to be getting this. I'm going to be opening it up, and I'm going to want to have loads of fun with it. Oh no, I can't, because
you can't open the packaging. Yeah, because then
I don't get it.
And
I know that a lot of Star Wars fans are, you know, mint on card crazy, but come on, man.
Yeah, because if you buy this and open the Gamorrean Guard, you're a bit of an idiot, because you may as well go and buy a normal Gamorrean Guard and keep this on a card. So you can't actually open any of these, really.
No.
Yeah, I get it. The chat, by the way, I've put a poll up, by the way, so 62% say no, it's not going to get backed. 62% say it's not going to get fully funded.
I mean, I wouldn't. I think I'm both ways. I would not be surprised if it did fund last minute, whether that would be because numbers were tweaked or because everybody comes out of the woods with FOMO. At the same time, I would not be surprised if it doesn't back. You know, I don't think there was ever a doubt in my mind that the Sentinel or Galactus would not have backed. I don't know if I did say on the stream at any point that I was worried it wouldn't. If I was worried it wouldn't, it was just me being paranoid. I don't think in my heart of hearts I ever thought it wouldn't. But this, yeah.
These projects now, they live and die by their tiers, because people know that the figure we're paying for initially is good, but they know the money's really expensive. They're expensive, so people are like, okay, we want a Galactus, but what else are you giving us? Like, okay, we like the Rancor, but what else are you giving us? So the Hasbro have now got to learn, especially the Star Wars teams, it seems, that if these tiers are not good, people are going to back off. So like, and it's no secret. They must know. They must know the Keeper was wanted. Like, why? If you can do it, look, they can do it. Why have they not added it? Like, just think, if the community didn't unback this was never going to be added. It makes no sense. His name is the Rancor Keeper, and what is going on?
I don't understand it at all. I really don't. And the thing is, we'll never know.
We won't.
But it shocks me. I mean, we could put it down to all the usual reasons, right? Like, costs of materials have gone up, so the price has gone up, and shipping has gone crazy. So blah 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 blah. I don't say blah 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 to just dismiss it. I say blah 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 because we all know the same, reasons that would excuse why it is the way it is. But I think having multiple HasLabs running at one time is a bit rough, because, say for example, they did Galactus, they did the Mighty Morphin, a diorama
Zord or something, like a Zord,
or say a diorama that could house Zordon and Alpha and all
the command center
ranges, right? The command center, that's it. I couldn't remember. So say you had Galactus, the command center, and I'm trying to think of a Star Wars thing that would appeal to you too.
Pod racer.
A pod racer, a giant pod racer, or say a clone battleship, right? Because I love those things. A gunship. So say they had those three things running at once.
A 6-inch X-wing. That's what I want.
Yeah, there you go. 6-inch X-wing, right? And say it was like 350, 200, and 250. How would we back all three of those at the same time and get the regular stuff that's coming out from all three brands at the same time? It would just be overkill. So, maybe doing Star Wars with G.I. Joe and not Transform. Sorry, what's the other one? Ghostbusters is a way through it. I don't know.
Ghostbusters is flying. Because the film, they did this perfectly, because they have obviously released this with the movie. So the Ghostbusters one is flying. Like, this needed to get 7,000 to get backed, okay?
Yeah. And it's at 12,000.
It's at 12,000.
Yeah.
Like, they have unlocked everything.
What's the price on this?
The price on this is £359.99. So it's more than the Rancor, and it's a prop. It's not even a figure for a shelf. It's a prop. Like, I love Ghostbusters, but I've got no need for this. but fair play for the people who want it.
Yeah, and I mean, if I would say, for example, that was like. I'm trying to think what would be an equivalent to that. Do you think?
I don't know, like any of the Marvel Legends roleplay items. It's like if they did like a Mjolnir or a Iron Man helmet that was a HasLab. Like, oh, that wouldn't be for me because I don't collect props. But it doesn't mean it's not cool. Like, this is cool.
Yeah.
But
this is really cool.
It's not where I'm spending my money.
No, but I mean, to be fair, if they did like a Captain Rex, if they did like a helmet with his 2 blasters, right? I would probably back it, just because it's cool. In the same way that a lot of Ghostbusters fans that love Ghostbusters would see this and think, yeah, you know what?
Well, but this obviously sends a message to Hasbro. Like, now Hasbro are thinking, oh, the Ghostbusters community is out there. They want stuff.
Yeah.
What else can we give them? And it like spreads that message. So now it's more likely we're going to get another Ghostbusters HasLab. Do you reckon we're going to get another Sesame Street HasLab? Probably not. Why is that? Because the Cookie Monster failed. But this Ghostbusters is just flew past all its marks, easily funded. Ghostbusters is on a high right now. This is going to encourage them to maybe give us, I don't know, a plasma collection fire station or a plasma collection.
That would be cool.
Exactly. Imagine that, like or something like, or a plasma collection Echo 1 that actually fits the figures. That'd be great as well, Hasbro. I don't know why you didn't do that in the first place. Yeah. We would have brought that without the HasLab. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to encourage them to do more with the brand. And like, Star Wars is a big brand. It's not like they're ever never going to do another HasLab, but it's going to be very embarrassing for them, especially for the Hasbro team that work at Star Wars. The Star Wars Hasbro team is going to be embarrassing for the people that are making decisions over there if it doesn't fund. But the G.I. Joes as well, I do feel like at the minute G.I. Joe's is on a bit of a 6-inch. Just from my perspective, again, my perspective is very narrow in regards to my knowledge of G.I. Joe community. I only got back on board with the classified stuff, so I can't speak for the OG 3 3/4 collectors. But I know there's a massive community out there. But I do think if they released a classified series vehicle for classified figures at the minute, someone like me would have jumped on. Someone like you might have even jumped on. Do you know, like,
I might have jumped on
because that's the era of collecting we're in.
Yeah. Because it would have been like earlier when I ran to get some stuff. You were saying to I think Kubri J about the Velociraptors. Right?
Yes.
So when I go to the States, I think I saw that the Velociraptors were like $25 on Amazon, something like that. I'm planning to pick up 2 or 3. Why? Because I want to do like one of those Savage Land shots of Wolverine versus the Velociraptors. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like just there. I'm talking about dropping $75 on Velociraptors just for a picture. If they'd done like big Jeeps or a big car of some kind or something for this, I probably would have got on board for the sake of a picture. And I'm not even like pro ACBA like a lot of people are with their setup. So
I'm just looking at the price of this G.I. Joe one, and it's less than £200. So for me, my first thoughts are, why is this even a HasLab? Like, this is less than £200. I don't think it should be a HasLab. And look, there's over 5,000 people here. Like, the target's 10, but there's nearly 6,000 people here that want to buy it already. Do you know, like, so why not just make 6,000 of them at the factory and sell it on Hasbro Pulse? You have your own website. You don't need to do a crowdfunder for something less than £200. Like, I think Hasbro could have made 10,000 of these without the HasLab formula and be in profit at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this price HasLab, I feel the price point, make it worthy of a HasLab, the price point has to be over 200. Surely.
I mean, it depends, because sometimes, like think about the retail space, right? Like, but I suppose you did say they could have just sold it straight through.
That's what I'm saying on Pulse, yeah.
So yeah, I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. I mean, I do hope that we don't just. I do hope that we do get some cheaper HasLabs, because I think it would be cool to get things that are outside the main line that we wouldn't ordinarily get. Like, even if they did. Like Punisher vans, like we've spoken about before, or a more giant man that isn't. Yeah,
we are constantly. Everyone who gets a chance to interview the Marvel team, will always try and get tidbits out of them. But it's those type of interviews are hard because you know you're not going to get answers to the questions you want, so you have to play their game. But I would want to ask, come on, what you're thinking? What's the first vehicle you have on your list? You know, because I do think Hasbro, their next project isn't going to go the same route of Galactus and Sentinel. I do think they will go.
I know.
Somewhere
but I want
different.
a giant man.
Somewhere different.
I want a giant man.
I want a Punisher van so I can race. The Turtles can race someone in their party wagon next year.
And the other thing that does make sense, to be fair, Dan, is doing a vehicle next year because they haven't done a vehicle yet. And then the following year, Quantum Mania Ant-Man 3 comes out in July. And these products have run across July, August time. So it would make sense to push a giant man, whether it's comic or MCU, out until then anyway. But personally, I would you prefer it to be comic or MCU? Probably comic, if I'm honest.
I'll take both.
Yeah, I'd take both. But if I had to pick, I think
I've
I'd
literally
go
got Giant Man. Here he is. I'd love him in scale though, but if he was in scale, he'd be standing next to me, wouldn't he? To be honest, he'd just be stood there behind me.
And the fourth tier is orange slices.
I do think my first pick would be comic though.
Yeah.
Mainly
because there's more I could do with the comic version. I think
I'm hoping if I could pick an MCU HasLab project, I'd either go Hall of Armor, and then the tiers would be the unique armors like we've never had before, or accessories. Do you know, like the tools or something in his thing. I don't know. Just random. Or a Quinjet. I know it would be massive, but they could scale it down to fit the figures. It doesn't have to be exactly 1/12, but let's do a Quinjet that will fit our MCU figures. That we can have Black Widow coming out the back with a bike and at least 2 figures sitting in the front. I don't know. And I'd dangle it from my ceiling. Like I really would. Like I'd fucking tie it up there with the turtle bin. But I know that won't happen either. But I'd like it.
Yeah. I think Hall of Armor is a great shout for MCU HasLabs.
Hang on there. The Wolfpack of Air just dropped a $20 donation. Thank you very much.
Toy Review
Friday
donated
read that out. Thank you very much.
$19.99.
Thank you very much.
Royalty fees for using POW. Here's to many more years, friend.
Thank you very much, Miguel. Royalty fees for using POW. Here's many more to many more years, friend. Thank you very much, Miguel. I'm surprised he's still. I'm surprised he's awake. If that was me, I'd still be recovering from an 11-hour live stream. But nothing but love to the Wolfpack Toy Review as always. Me and Brandon were actually on. We were the first guests on his live stream, by the way. So if you don't want to watch the whole 11 hours, then you can at least catch the beginning. All right, catch the beginning. You'll see some familiar faces. But thank you very much, Miguel. Hang on, I've got a soundboard still. Let me get you a little cheer that Brandon can't hear. There you go. Brandon's going to have to watch the show back now to see what I'm bloody on about. Go! I'm definitely going to try and make a soundboard, but probably not yet. I need to get Brandon to hear it. That's my issue. I don't know how Brandon can hear it through the Zoom call. Technology, people. I'm 69 episodes in and Brandon still can't hear a super chat. I just give up. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I give up on week 3, but it's one of them. Okay. Right, we've got 10 minutes left because I've got to get out of here at 10 o'clock. But we're still here talking toys for 10 minutes, right? So I appreciate everyone getting involved in the conversation. Sorry that we couldn't read every single comment as we were talking there, but because there is a lot to digest. But it's all just for, as I said, I don't know anything. All right, when I'm talking about HasLab, it's just my opinions. I'm just thinking out loud. All right, I'm just thinking out loud as friends. All right, don't take anything I say as concrete and facts or anything like that. All right, I don't know anything. Just my opinions. My opinion may be different to yours. And do you know what, everyone? That's okay. That's okay. 2 people can have different opinions and the world keeps revolving. It's fine. All right? No problems at all. But yeah, you tell us what you want to talk about you tell us what you want to talk about for the last 10 minutes and I'll pay attention to the chat. I'll actually put the chat on the screen so we can't ignore it anymore.
And a fun quick question actually that just popped into my head for the chat in between anything else I'd like to say.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one action figure for Dan to review, what would it be?
Oh,
and if you had to pick one action figure for me to take a photo of, what would it be?
Yeah, let's set Brandon a challenge. What should Brandon take an ACBA photo for? And again, go and follow Hero Collections on Instagram.
And let's set Dan a challenge of which figure should he review.
Should I review?
If you had a dream pick of a figure.
These are figures I showed these off on Legends of Nicker, right? So I got this the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. But I also got all 4 Ghostbusters. Now, these like kid toys, ain't they? Let's be honest. But I thought they'd still be pretty fun. Quite inexpensive. Were pretty fun to try and track down. Always in it for the hunt. Does anyone want to see them? Probably not. I get it. Fair enough.
Does anyone want to see them?
I just heard people groan. I was like, fair enough. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. All right, we're here till about 10 o'clock, people. All right, so let's get through and see what people are saying.
KSM Kyle says MCU Wong and Meek Wen. If you want to, go and check out the Lego leak today of Multiverse of Madness. Wong has a new costume, or a new outfit, should we say. Cameron Wright says Spider-Man Classic Scorpion for Dan and Mayfek Psylocke for Brandon. I don't own that, so that's not going to happen.
It's Classic Scorpion. No, I ain't got it either. I've got the Marvel Legends one.
Okay, so we'll see what else we got. So Dan Hayden says the big Turbo Man figure.
I actually want that. I haven't got it, but I want it. And it is Christmas time. But if I got that figure, Dan, I don't think I'd open it. I'd have to keep it mint in box.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like, it's a dilemma because I'd review it just holding the box. But who wants to look at a review? That's like me doing a review just going, yeah, he looks pretty good, I think. Like, no one wants to see that. If you're reviewing a toy, you got to open it. But I do want that Turbo Man. If anyone in the UK finds it, let me know because it's sold out on The Entertainer. Yeah, Turbo Man. Watch Jingle All the Way, by the way, Brandon, if you've not seen it. Good Christmas film.
Okay. Daniel says, my dream HasLab would be a Star Wars cantina scene with built-in Bluetooth speakers and stretch goals for figures of background characters in the band.
Nice.
Mini Plastic Multiverse says Brandon should do a Ghostbusters and Turtles crossover.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
I lend you the figures if you take the picture.
Yeah. Fortress Matimus says, isn't the only answer Hellfire Hank? Eric Stream 21 says Neck a Dirtbag and Round Chuck 2-pack. Jamie says
I will be getting that.
More avatar photos, Brandon. Jamie, I do have some ideas in mind. In a few weeks, it will be 2 years since I got the first Diamond Select avatar figures. So I'm planning a 3-photo piece for those. So good idea. Tanner says the request of both challenges is the evil Turkish Spider-Man.
Did you see that on Legends of Liquor?
Yeah. Cheeky Monkey Kiara said review Toy Story figures. I actually have.
Oh, I'd love to.
I have the Revoltech Woody and Buzz that I keep meaning to take pictures of, but I haven't got to it yet.
Oh, yeah. Are they good?
They're good. They're a bit fiddly, Revoltech, so I don't.
Are they like? Do they scale with Legends like ish? Like, could they fit on a miscellaneous shelf?
Yeah.
And not like stick out like dolls?
Oh no, yeah, they would fit in for sure. They're on my import shelf. They look great.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of them.
Yeah, please do. I think I want them.
Dan Evan Smith says Dan needs to review Frogman and Tigray in a joint review.
Tigray will
Retro
happen.
Hammerhead for Dan and Black Series Dangar for Brandon. Jay's Toy Collection says photo TMNT Pizza Monster. Cameron Wright says what's up with Turbo Man. Greg says Mythic Legion's Dragonkin for Dan to review. Bad Batch for the Ahsoka and Rex.
If you want to buy it me and send it me, I'll review it. I'm just saying, if you send me something, I will review it. That's how YouTube works. Send it me, and I'm obliged to review it.
Joe Wesley says Mezco Ghost Rider when it releases for Dan and Brandon. AB Nugler says check your inbox, Brandon. So I did just see that. So there was a picture that came out today of the Ant-Man 3 crew T-shirt, and on the back of it, it had a picture of Kang, and apparently it's fan art. So apparently with the crews, a lot of the time they will get like their own stuff made. So it's not an official look. It's actually a fan art picture of Kang, which looks quite cool. Gahubri J said, would Thor have been the one to hit Hank with Mjolnir in that review? That's a good point. Cheeky Milky Kiara says, tell Jay to let me have a Toy Story cube. Jay, let Kiara have a Toy Story cube. Fun fact, Mrs. Hero got me that deluxe Vulture for Christmas. And before the weekend is out, I may get her to get that Stealth Captain Carter as well. Because yes, we'll do. And if you're in the US, Target, the app has 25% off for toys right now. because that's how I'm convincing her to get Captain Carter for Christmas. I think that's everybody from the chat. Unless yeah. And I think yes.
Oh,
and
shit.
hey, listen.
I'm muted. Do you know why I'm muted? I was shouting my dog.
Oh no, we could hear you shouting to the dog.
No, you could hear me. I was muted on the Streamlabs.
Oh, I see.
It's fine. They could hear you. It's
Okay,
fine. Sorry,
sense.
everyone. I was shouting my dog, and I don't know if you heard me say, "Jay, give the woman a cube." All right, just in case you didn't hear me say that.
We heard that. Yeah,
Jay,
we
give
heard
the woman a
that.
cube.
Oh, I heard
no,
that.
you
They
heard it. They probably didn't. I've
Yeah,
probably been
yeah,
muted for 5
yeah.
minutes. But what I was
probably.
saying is that it's just hit 10 o'clock. So me and Brandon are going to get out of here. I've got to go and pick the missus up from a Christmas party because it's that time of year, people. Can you believe it? Merry Christmas, Advent calendars and all that good stuff. So it should be a fun month. Still lots of toys to be landing. Today was a fun episode, just chatting absolute nonsense, but 10 o'clock came around really quick. And next week will be the channel's 5th birthday, all right? Next week will be a special 5th birthday stream, and I'll try and I'll maybe do a giveaway, a duck race, have a guest. I don't know. I'll do something, but next week's Thursday stream will be the channel's 5th birthday. Just real quick before we go, because I always forget to do this real quick. Throw up the credits. I think the credits should work. Hopefully they work. There you go. Thank you very much. So thank you to everyone who supported the stream today with the super chats. Mark, Tat, Cameron Wright, Rich M, UK Toy Hunter, David Evan Smith, and the Wolfpack Toy Reviews, new subscribers, KC Brew, and then all the channel members that use their channel membership token to get involved with the conversation. And again, every channel member gets a free token a month that they can use to be highlighted in a live stream once a month, completely free. That's Eric Stream, Dark Jokers in, Phil Jones, Damien, Toying Around, Cameron, and Mini Plastic Multiverse. Then thank you to everyone for consistently supporting this channel, and it makes me want to do more and more live streams and more spin-offs, and I'm sure. But Brandon, you let the people know where they can find you online.
Yes, guys, as always, Hero.collections on Instagram. Today is Mrs. Hero's birthday, so I am about to go and quickly shoot a photo and put it onto the Instagram shortly. So please go and show some love, and I will catch you guys next week. Yeah,
Brandon's Instagram is on the screen.
Thank you as always.
All right, it's all good. Thank you very much to Dan Hayden, who's just become a channel member, just popped up on the screen. Thank you very much, Dan Hayden. And again, if you're not a channel member, honestly, hit the button. It's the top pinned comment in the chat right now. Don't be shy. Give it a go just for a month. Get involved in the live streams. Have the access to the fun emojis, and you're supporting the channel, and it's much appreciated. It's a festive time of year. There should be lots of fun. As I said, I'm going to be doing a sneaky extra Christmas stream with some fun. I don't know. Something will happen. But until next time, people, you know what to do. Follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. Thank you to everyone who's still in the chat. Joe, Jay, Tom, Cloud, Damien, Jamie, Pogo, Dan Hayden, of course, Richam, Greg, Jay, give Cheeky Monkey Kiara a cube, all right? Just a cube. Toy Story would be a pretty good cube, let's be honest. Daniel S. I appreciate everyone who's joined today. Jack, Dan was around. Mike D, Nathan, of course, Abnugla, Tana, the Super Turk himself, Greg, David Evan Smith, not just David Smith. You got to add the Evan. Mr. Williams. That's the other Daniel Williams, by the way. Odd Mr. Williams is the other Daniel Williams. So
Way.
Yeah. So hello, Daniel Williams.
So
hello.
funny.
Yeah. So
Hello, Daniel Williams.
Odd Mr. Williams is the other Daniel Williams. Here's the one who got my grant. Eric Stream, Gahubari J, Andy Davis, my Necker Whisperer from across the pond. Thank you very much to everyone. And as always, we'll see you here next week for our 5th channel anniversary, and we'll do something special for it. What that is, I don't quite know, but we'll figure it out. All right. So until then, people, goodbye. Bye.
And we will see you on the next one.
There you go. Thank you very much.